Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're checking out Risk of Rain. This is the alpha version and a very, very popular one. You guys have actually requested this quite a bit and I was more than happy to take a look at it. It's an action platformer with a procedurally generated like roguelike element to it. All kinds of really great pixel art and a whole bunch of stuff to unlock and see. And I played this for about 15 minutes or so just to get acclimated in case there was all kinds of strategy or something I was going to have to get good at so I don't make a jerk of myself when I actually start to play this. And I was absolutely pleasantly surprised by this one. This is going to be one of those games that's going to absolutely take off. And although it's very early in development, I see a huge future for this one. And you're not going to have to take my word for it. You're going to see for yourself. It's going to be one of those ones that I think people are going to really get into. So very briefly before we start up here, I just want to show you this is our item log. Nothing unlocked in here despite I did play for a few minutes. Like I said, I did unlock a couple of items, but I restarted it. Nothing major, and you'll see, hopefully I'll unlock some more items unless I do terribly. And just to show you the options menu very briefly, there are options, again still early, so a lot of stuff could be added. This does have full gamepad support, and supports my 360 controller habit, just like any good indie game does, and you know, I am very thankful for that, because this is not a game I would want to attempt with the keyboard. There's a lot of buttons you gotta use. Thankfully though, using the pad actually makes it a lot simpler. So let's start it up. We've got a select a class option here. I see there's all these seats. I wonder if there's really going to be this many different classes when the actual game comes out. I wonder. That would be amazing, but as it is, we just have a commando and a miner. I've only played with the commando so far. I like his style. He's my style anyway. Maybe we'll try the miner another time, but for today we're going to roll with him. So you can see his loadout here. I believe this is all you get for this class. It would be kind of cool to see if maybe you could switch or upgrade some of these items later on, and maybe that's planned because there is a leveling system. But for the most part, it seems like the game is more geared towards shorter term play, like 10 to 15 minute or so increments, but I might be wrong on that. Anyway, that's just what I noticed from my first try or so. We also have 3 game modes: casual mode, which doesn't save any progress, normal mode, which is the way the game was meant to be played, and hardcore, which makes everything horrible and painful, and I don't want to do that. It says you will die. You'll die in all of them. That's how the game ends. I don't think you can win. It's like Tetris. So let's start up the game. This is another randomly generated world. Every time I played this has been different. Not drastically different, but somewhat different. I mean, so far every single environment I've seen has been like a planet at night with girders and vines. With this same graphical style. I don't know if that's something that maybe they're going to do more of in the future. Maybe they're going to have other aesthetics or different areas to see. And I actually quite like the sprite art in this, so I would love to see that happen. But so far it's just been pretty simple stuff. But still, the gameplay here is the main focus. The aesthetics are somewhat secondary, and like I said, I actually sort of like the aesthetics. Even though, like I said, they're a bit on the simple side. Wow, thankfully there's very minimal fall damage. So you'll see my character's is this little sad little guy here. He's got a gun. He's all alone on an alien planet. He doesn't know what he's doing. But he's going to try and find some items to hopefully better himself and use some jump pads. And I guess I'll go down the rundown of what items I have to use right now as far as attacks. So this is my basic pistol shot. I've got my jump. I've got that, which is like a shotgun blast that hits a couple of enemies at a time. I've got a roll, which is like a dodge move, lets you become invulnerable for a brief moment, and then I've got a minigun style rat-a-tat type of shot, which you'll see me use in just a moment when I can line these guys up. There we go, did a bunch of damage to them. So really the goal here is just to live as long as possible, kill as many things as possible, get as much health as you can, and try and hoard money to then get better items, which will allow you to have a little bit better survivability when it gets further on, because the enemies are just going to keep getting harder and harder. If you look on the right side of the screen, there's actually a little timer filling up, and you'll see a timer like directly saying how much time you've got had pass at the top. And what's going to happen is we'll hit each one of those increments, the game's going to get harder. So we want to try and outpace that timer by not standing in place like I'm doing right now. There's a piggy bank. What did I get? Gain gold over time. That sounds like a good thing to have, because items are your lifeblood right now, and really your only way to get further in the game as far as I can tell, unless you just want to run away from everything, which seems like a pretty lame way to go. Although I may have to do that, because sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, as they say. Oh man, so we're already having trouble with a couple of little jellyfish here. And we've got a golem or something already appeared. I really like the art for these creatures. They're very exotic and strange, and I like the There's like no worry about making everything seem consistent to a theme, although they are still unified by their artistic theme. But it sort of seems like things are a bit more natural, like you're discovering these wild inhabitants of this planet that might have their own set of rules for existing. So these flame guys, their deal is you gotta listen for that sound, and it's basically your tell to know when you need to jump. I'm probably not going to be able to pull it off consistently, but it feels nice when you do avoid it. So I'm trying to use all the tools at my disposal to not be killed right now, and I did get a level, which is going to help me out a little bit. Check my piggy bank right now. I got $72, which is better than average. Now I need to go find a place to redeem some of that money for some items. And I am going to finish him off, which is great. A little bit more health. Things are generally pretty frantic in this game. I've had it start out where you basically spawn in a room with a whole bunch of things that are about to kill you. I've, like, lived for 10 seconds at a time. Thankfully, though, actually, that's not true. Maybe more like 30 seconds, because I think there's invincibility frames between hits. So there's not a high chance of you just getting, like, stun-locked, thankfully. Okay, so here's these lizards. Those were the things that spawned in a room with me that killed me pretty quickly. They're not terribly vicious, as long as you can hold them at bay. That red one actually walks with flame graphics on the ground, which you can't step in. Shouldn't be a big deal. Their attack is generally just right in front of them, and I can hold them back by using my various moves there. I'm not using my dodge roll to its best effectiveness. There's a gold one. I don't know what his deal is. But you'll see on our timer we're about to approach our first increment, which has me a little bit worried because I'm still right at the beginning here in terms of progression. I'm just trying to live a little bit. But some of the items that I ran into in previous runs, I had a couple things that were actually giving me extra health. I had one that was giving me health per damage done. I had one that was like a crown of thorns that basically put like an AoE effect around my characters, so when they got too close, that would damage them. I believe I'm getting crits now with what appears to be like pseudo headshots, which I am very cool with. I'm just trying to see if I can get like a dead-on headshot. Whatever, not worried about that. But I could use this experience and extra money. I have so much money now that really my main goal is just to try and get to some items. But it's very amazing how quickly you'll get pulled into this game. There's not a ton to it in a way, but at the same time, it doesn't take a lot. Like, the addictive nature to it is just trying to survive and hopefully seeing how far you can go and like seeing what kind of crazy monsters you're going to encounter. It's a lot less exploration-based than perhaps I'd like to see. I mean, your character's not overly mobile, and perhaps he can get items that make him more mobile, like, you know, jetpack or faster run speed. So here we go. We've got a little cache of items here. I'm not sure what any of these do, so I guess there is that Binding of Isaac element where we're going to learn as we go. I'm just going to buy all of these, if I can. Oh no, I could only get one. Massive Leech, grant massive life or on hit for 10 seconds. Are they coming back? What are these light beams? I guess they're nothing. I might as well open this up as well. Some kind of voodoo doll? Oh, I gotta pick one of these. Are like spacebar items, right? I forgot about that. Harm yourself to kill. I do not like harming myself to do much of anything. So we're going to do the grant massive life on hit for 10 seconds option. And I have that map to select. If you're wondering what my keys are, in case this is a game you're going to go grab, because it is free and you absolutely should do that. My setup for what I feel to be pretty much the best way to set this all through for the 360 gamepad is I have jump on A, I have regular fire on B, I have open stuff on X, and I have the shotgun blast on Y. So that would be, if you're looking at it in terms of skills, it goes skills 1 through 4, and I went on B and then Y, 1 and 2, and then on right bumper and then left bumper I did 3 and 4, and then select is our usable item. And then of course there's also pause on start, which is good to know. And if anybody out there needs to know, this is a game that seems to have a bit of trouble with recording in fraps for whatever reason. I believe it's a Game Maker game, which is totally cool with me. I have no problem with that. But it did not like fraps very much. It just kind of refused to do much of anything. Wow, that guy didn't turn around for some reason. So yeah, I went to do the recording. Ended up using Camtasia, which is my go-to program when fraps doesn't work. And thankfully this one looks like it's coming through for me right now. Little aside though, just because I have a feeling this is going to get a lot of Let's Plays, And rightfully so. Wow, he just hit the jump pad. So let's see if we can maybe do a little bit of exploration up here and to the left, and not miss that vine. That was a little risky there. Okay, there's another item up here. I'm going to abuse this hole that he doesn't want to jump, and I'm going to try my best not to hit the wrong button. That's going to make me dodge roll right into that hole, actually. Oh, we got two now. Sort of a weird comparison, but one thing that this game reminds me of a little bit is Maple Story. Not for like grindy elements or anything like that, but just the approach to like a 2D sprite style with some very difficult enemies and a lot of platforming. And I don't mean this to sound like a derogatory or like a negative thing, but I feel like there's not a lot of content to go see and explore for, which is something that I felt was the case in Maple Story as well. But you do have to explore. You're not going to find items, which is going to be a problem for you. Just keep using my blast here. Of course, you did notice there is a cooldown on these items. I've got so much money right now. I've got $286. And thank you for picking up stuff from a distance. I really appreciate that. What did I get? That's good. That's Monster Tooth. I had that before. Heals after kills. So now we have a way to successfully, somewhat quickly replenish our health. Oh, I can't shoot off of vines. That's something that I want to see change. Although I guess that makes it easy to abuse. We got another Monster Tooth. Oh, we can actually stack them. I didn't know that. And our golem here appears to be in some kind of a navy blue. Why did I just dodge roll off of that cliff? That was not a good move at all. So obviously the ones that are colorful are going to be like higher powered versions. And of course you also notice my shots have gotten much more damaging since the beginning of the game. I'm now doing 28 to 30-ish damage with my normal pistol shots, although that seems to vary quite a bit. That time I did 19. I'll just keep grinding levels and see if I can get myself to a place where I'm so far ahead. Oh wow, is he doing a two-shot now? I think when I use that attack, he's shooting in both directions, so maybe there is actually an element of this that's improving as I do more and more in the level department. This guy's tough. Oh no, now we've got one on the same level as us. Oh yeah, it does. Shoots left and right now. It didn't do that before. I really wanted to kill that blue guy. I don't know how I'm going to do that, though. Maybe jump over here, do a little dodge roll, get some distance, knock him back. I don't see this working out, though. Oh, geez, this is going to be a problem. Oh no, I've fallen. Alright, I shouldn't be so afraid to confront them, but it's just a really bad idea to stand right on top of where they are. Oh, come on. There seems to be a little bit of an issue with moving left and right and up and down. I don't know if it's just the D-pad and the fact that I mapped it like that, but I often seem to be only able to press one key at a time, which in a situation where I need to fall and then immediately grab while also pushing to the left, that makes that really nerve-wracking. But anyway, I'm just going to take advantage of this gap once more. Eat down his health. I'm not sure why he sometimes fires left and right and other times only in one direction. Maybe he knows, you know, proximity-wise if there's an enemy in the other direction. That's fine with me, though. Alright, we got some kind of crazy gas demon just appeared on the left side of the screen. I'm kind of worried about him. Oh, nice to know I have somewhat infinite range as well. Just eat away at this guy's health. I wish I could get better weapons. Just like a better gun that every single shot fired more or something. What did I get? I don't know, I got a lot of money or something. Something good happened. These guys are freaking tough. Like, every one of them. I mean, I'm doing my best here. There doesn't seem to be a lot I have at my disposal as far as tools. Oh, jeez. These guys, this gap isn't going to matter either. I just got to jump at the right moment. Oh, now we got this guy on top of it all. Everything's so freaking strong. Alright, he's gonna go. And I should get some health back. Jump, man! What are you doing? I need to be faster for sure. I know I need to be using the dodge roll as well. There we go. Level helps a little bit. That guy's gonna do his little clap maneuver. Should be able to finish him off, I hope. I was just taking a quick glance over there. It looks like we're about to hit the next tier on our timer, which is not really something I'm ready for at all. Especially since we are now flooded with enemies and I can't really make a lot of progress in any given direction. I guess I'm just going to have to keep trying to get more powerful, and hopefully I can just one-shot these guys at some point. I don't see that happening, though. Come on, keep moving! What are you doing? I don't know, maybe it's my D-pad or something. I just keep getting stuck in the ground or, like, just not moving at all. I just don't have time for that kind of business. I need to be able to go. Oh, come on. It's really not letting me walk. It thinks I press down or something, and then it just roots me in place. Alright, that's good. A little more life. I don't know how I'm supposed to keep going forward, though, because all these things are going to kill me very quickly. I'm just going to go into it, I guess. Holy crap. Alright, they had it out for me. Dead from blunt trauma to the face. I agree, that's what that felt like. So, I was killed by a rock golem. That happens. Start one more game. I guess we'll do, 2 rounds in here. I think maybe just to show you the fact that things do change. And hopefully I'll get a slightly better layout. Oh, there is an end to this wall here. I didn't realize that. I thought this would just keep going for quite a while. So you're going to start out with mutant lizards. I can handle them. They're really not too bad at all. And when I get a few dollars here, I'm going to try and spend some money on an offering to our equivalent of judgment, or whatever you want to call him. Alright, raptor dudes, get back. You pose very little threat to me in your current common state. I'm just gonna kind of tank a few hits there and blaze right through them. We got a level already, and let's give an offering, which gave us, looks like, nothing. Alright, so chance 2 is now $28. I do not have that money. Should talk about the lovely background as well. I mean, it's just sort of a standard parallaxing, like, Nintendo-style background, but at the same time, it's very pretty. Things are reasonably minimalistic in this game, but everything is shaded nicely and has a nice sense of itself. So, I mean, even the color palette is consistent all the way through. I can tell this developer knew what they were doing from an artistic perspective, as well as the gameplay perspective. And despite my couple of little gripes that I've had, nothing is too major here, and it's not enough to dissuade me from wanting to play the game at all. I would like to do a little bit less of this walk left, shoot, walk right, shoot, but I guess that's just kiting, and that's not exactly a new concept when it comes to RPG-esque progression systems. Can I cancel that auto-fire, I wonder? I need to test that next time I get it. Let's see. No, I cannot. Alright, so you're stuck in that animation until it finishes. A little bit of blast action on these guys. I don't really feel like fighting them. Let's move over to the right, see if we can get some treasure chests or something. I just think it would feel really nice if you could find a treasure chest with like a crazy plasma cannon in it or something. I want like super crate box style weaponry in this game. And there's not even like an inventory system, and I mean, in a way that serves to really make the game a lot more simplistic and accessible. But I also feel like there should be a little bit more depth when it comes to that. But again, it's early alpha, so I mean, I can't really have complaints. I'm just talking about potential for future growth. And when I see a game that's this, like, on par with pretty much everything it's been doing so far, definitely makes me curious to know if we could maybe move into a slightly deeper progression system. It just seems to suit this type of thing. Alright, lots of experience there. Watch out for this angry plastic bag, as Northern Lion would call it. Alright, let's move over. Get out of the way again. Yeah, see, the whole being agile and avoiding stuff is just really hampered by this strange movement thing. Every time I try to move, I just get stuck to the ground. I think it's just as simple as in Game Maker script, just allowing it to accept both functions at the same time. Like, it might be... Oh man, I'm missing the terminology here, but it's probably saying it will only allow one input at the exclusion of other inputs, instead of saying it will accept all inputs and parse them in order they came in. But I'm not going to get technical here because I'm far from an expert and far from barely even like an amateur when it comes to that. Alright, so now we've got some nice items to choose from, but I don't really have a lot of money, so I guess that's alright. I don't know what this is. It looks kind of cool, though. I want to get it. Oh, it's okay, that was a pill bottle. Increased damage and attack speed for 8 seconds, so that's a usable item. So, I mean, it is very much a Binding of Isaac influence type of game. And that is alright with me. I could really use more games like that, because Binding of Isaac, I don't know how many hours I got out of it, but it was probably a lot more than you would expect for the money that I put in for that game. Honestly, it was, what, like $10? Probably not even that. Wait, what was up with that container? Can I open that? But, you know, as far as games go, like value for your dollar, I don't think you can do much better than Isaac. Yeah, I can open that. I don't know why I didn't... Oh, it's just full of stuff for me. I like that. Alright, let's head down. I've got $12 left, not enough for anything substantial. Let's see if we can take out this golem guy. I don't know why I'm calling them golems, they just seem like they are. It's like something I would fight in Shadow of the Colossus. I guess if you look at the scale of the thing I'm fighting versus my guy, that kind of seems accurate. I always forget how far that range is. It's always further than I expect as well. That was a bad idea. Oh, I didn't take fall damage there. Good for me. Alright, I am now going to be overrun very, very quickly. Roll out of that problem. I guess the evade roll is really well suited for the whole kiting situation that we're finding ourselves so often in. And that's not too bad for it either. Alright, he's going to fire the wrong direction. That's okay. Fire up a few minigun rounds. I'm calling it minigun, it's just my regular old gun. I already forgot what that prescription did, but I'm going to use it anyway. I think it might have been more damage, and I could really use that. Alright, cool. That was what it was. I'm going to press X on one of these, get a monster tooth. Also very excited to see what new items show up. I mean, granted, I haven't even unlocked all the ones that are here now, but whenever I see a game that's sort of item-driven like Isaac, it immediately excites me to see how crazy the item catalog can get. And Isaac really did push the limits with that, so it's pretty unbelievable that Edmund McMillen's going to go even further with that formula with Rebirth. I believe he said it was going to be something like another expansion, the level of Wrath of the Lamb, which is just crazy. I mean, the game already has hundreds of items. And what, like 50 or 80 bosses? It's absolutely wild. Dude is dedicated to that game, and I don't blame him. It is a great game. So, I want to head downstairs because I see there's some more items on offer. I'm going to try and avoid these flames here if I can. Flame posts. I'm just going to run for that Crown of Thorns looking thing. It's nice that it tells you which ones are usable and which ones are passive before you've actually gotten them. There we go. Hurts nearby enemies. I like that. I like hurting stuff when it comes to games in this vein. We do need to do a lot more hurting. That is my big problem. Not enough of that. Defense is looking good. Offense, not so much. You just throw me a bone here and send me a really sweet ray gun, super crazy laser cannon. I will feel very much at home. Oh, this could be a problem. I will try to roll if I can. Let him jump up after me. I'm cool with that. There we go. Ah, it's so hard. What is that? Is that a boss or something? Oh, don't kill me now. Get out of here, lizards. Golden lizard! Alright, he's dead. Regen some health, and let's go investigate that crazy red thing over there. I want to see. That is the first time I've encountered one of these. I have a feeling it's going to be like an antlion. It's going to jump out of the ground and eat me. Or it's a teleporter. That is what it is. What do I have to do? Oh, I've got to hold... Oh, I've got to do a defense mission. Stuff's going to happen now. Oh, no. There's a magma worm. I feel like we're playing Terraria or something all of a sudden. This is pretty crazy business. I don't know where that worm just went. Oh, he's going to shoot out over here now. I believe I should be fairly safe down here. Just kind of avoid him and wait for this to finish its timer, and then maybe we can just get out of here. I would love to know what happens, though, if I can kill this boss. That would be really desirable for me. Stuff's just going to keep teleporting in on me, and that's going to make life very difficult. I wasn't even aware I was supposed to be finding a teleporter. I feel like I saw that somewhere, but I don't know where. Okay, you're toast. I'm going to occasionally try and kill an easy monster or two just to get a little bit of health back. Oh, look, he's going to teleport out of that... Oh, no, he's not. I thought he was going to come out of that platform, which is going to look pretty goofy. And we will see what happens if we can survive long enough to make it out. Don't get your hopes up, though. No guarantees here. Still throw an occasional bit of damage in this magma worm's direction. Probably not enough to really do much. Well, I knocked him down under 2,000. That's cool. This game is also kind of begging for co-op mode. I don't know if that's something the developer has in the works or plans, but I would love to see it. I could easily see this game getting very big in terms of audience, finding its way to Greenlight, or, you know, from Greenlight onto Steam, getting all those features that I was talking about, you know, multiplayer and tons more elements, you know, different visual elements, different weapons, more items, all of that good stuff. And since we're still in alpha, we can still dream real big. Alright, lizards. I'm almost back to full health. I should have probably saved that shotgun blast for when that guy was in front of me. Too late now. Might as well roll through them. See if I can grab them again. And rat-tat-tat. There we go. I'm not gaining levels at nearly the speed I would hope. I feel like I'm probably going to make it to the teleporter, amazingly enough. Unless this dude just appears right on top of me and I have no choice but to tank it. No, it looks like we're going to be okay. I'm not going to kill the magma worm, though. I don't know if that's a problem for you guys. I hope it's not. But our teleporter is up. Let's go through it. No, let's go through it. Can we do that? Please? Do I have to kill the magma worm? I have to kill the magma worm, don't I? It's not letting me go through it. Yeah, it's not. Crap, then. I guess I don't have much of a chance here. I'm imagining what's going to happen is when you kill the magma worm, we're going to have the opportunity to move on to a new like color palette or a new area of some form. And that might be how the differentiation in visuals happens. At least that's what I'm hoping. I don't know, for any shore of anything. For any shore, whatever. So this might take a while. I guess I'm going to sit here and work my way through this worm. Didn't come out right. We're just going to keep beating on this guy until, hopefully, we can take him down. I'm going to pop my pills on the next encounter here. See if I can knock out a few hits. Yeah, okay, that went okay. Pills don't last particularly long, so I might only get a couple hits in. Or maybe I'll get like 50, I don't know. And the timer on the pills takes quite a while. Also, another thing I'd really like to see, and I don't know if this is beyond the realm of possibility, but if you could make the right stick aim your guy's gun in the direction that you'd like to aim it in would be absolutely wonderful. And then perhaps we could map fire to right trigger or something. That would just make a lot of sense. Hey, you appeared directly on top of me. I don't like that very much at all. I think he's getting a lot more aggressive and faster. I really like that I guess we reached the spawn limit for how many monsters can be on screen, so they're not bothering me anymore. Oh, this is bad. I'm getting low on health here, and he is not taking the time I need to get myself ready for each encounter. It looks like I might be getting ready for a new pill bottle, though. Oh, that was a fatal mistake. I am really sorry about that, guys. I thought I was going to make it through, but the worm outsmarted me this time. At least I got killed by something pretty cool, right? It could have been one of those stupid little fire guys or like an angry lizard or something. But I think that's probably quite enough to show you guys what Risk of Rain is about. I'm psyched to keep playing more of this game. This is definitely something I'm going to want to play at least in a stream, if not maybe even make a series of. And I am absolutely psyched to see the future of this, and I can't wait to talk to the developer a little bit more. I want to see what kind of things are coming down the line for it. So this is something that you could probably expect me to make some more videos on in some fashion or form, and I'd like to see document the progress of this game if possible, depending on how it goes. So thank you again to all the people that suggested I play this. It is absolutely awesome. If I needed to tell you guys, you know, go download it. It's free. I don't know what more you want than that. If you like roguelikes, if you like action games, if you like platformers, I think this is going to have a little bit of something for everybody. The only thing that might put some people off are perhaps the sprite art, the very kind of simplistic pixel stuff, which is, for me, something I like. But I know there's been a little bit of a backlash response to that lately for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure why. But everybody's got their own preferences, and I understand that. So here's our unlockables chart here. I imagine this is probably going to fill up the whole screen, Binding of Isaac style, someday. But that's all I can hope for anyway. So that is going to do it for another episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you head on over to the website, www.indie-impressions.com. Check out all the videos, old and new. Any that you might have missed from the playlist, feel free to go search through them. Browse them by genre. We've got tags on everything. It's nice and convenient. And stop by the forums, because you can actually earn pixels by leaving comments on the videos on the website, and then you can possibly get some free games by doing that. All the instructions are, of course, right on the site for that. It's nothing complicated. But when you're done with there, feel free to head on over to facebook.com/indieimpressions. Leave a like on that if you choose, and you'll get every day's new video delivered right into your Facebook stream. Makes it convenient so you don't have to go looking for them, and you can always, dialogue with me right through there as well. I also do the occasional contests and updates as far as the channel right from the Facebook page. So if you want to stay up on whatever's new, that would be a thing you could do to make that nice and easy. Lastly, if you're an indie dev and you want to get in contact with me or possibly send me your game, the quickest way to reach me is at RockLeeSmile on Twitter. And same goes for anybody. If you're just watching and you want to say hey, please do follow me on Twitter and say hi. I'd love to talk to anybody. But there's also a contact form right on the website. So if you want to send me a press release or say hey, that's a way you can do that as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you come back again tomorrow for another awesome indie game, and I will talk to you then.